YouTube, what's good, guys? It's your boy TD, and I'm back again with another live, guys. And it's Monday, and I'm giving you early waiver wire ads. Yes, I know the Monday night game isn't through yet. I know Dallas got to play, Philly got to play, but I'm giving you guys, as in from Sunday, guys that you can play and go ahead and get ready to start making propositions for your team, or guys that you want to stash. So I'm gonna give you some guys. I got 5 guys almost at every position that I'm going to give you. So I'm going to play the countdown, guys. Let people come in here, start asking your questions, and I'm going to play my intro. So, guys, thank you for tuning in to Fantasy Good Sports. Let's get this money today. YouTube, what's good, guys? Let's get this money. And listen, guys, if you got any questions about tonight's game, stars and sits, I'm still doing that too. But today we're working the waiver wire for this coming up on week 4, guys. Yes, I said it, week 4. So let's get this going. Let's get this thing going on. Okay, let me see something real quick. So let's get to the chat. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Second take, what's going on, bruh? Cutting edge content, guys. Make sure you subscribe to this channel and also hit the thumbs up button while you coming in, guys. But yes, cutting edge content. Second take. Second take says, I got Zeke and I'm down 11.2. Thoughts? He can get you 11.2 points. So I feel like you got a good chance, bro. You good. But after this week, if Zeke boomed tonight, I would probably recommend that you try to trade him for another value running back. That's just my opinion. Second take says, I am down 28. He got Sanders. I got Hurts, Zeke, and Lamb. Bro, you got a great chance of winning this game. You got Hurts, Zeke, and Lamb. You good. Even though you're down 28, bro, you got a shot, bro. That's all you can ask for in fantasy. Second take says, I am up 18, almost 19 points. I got Greg the leg, and he got Lamb. You still good. With Greg the leg getting you about 23 to 24 points ahead, if Lamb don't go crazy for 30 points, you can still win, bro. So you good, bro. You good. Rex, what's up, bro? What's going on? So listen, I got some waiver wire ads I got for everybody. Glad to see everybody in here that's in here already. And let me put my OnlyFans in the chat, as I always do. It helps me grow, guys. So like I said, anybody, you don't have to subscribe, but if you could, it would help out. So appreciate it, guys. Second take. Thanks, TD. Greatly appreciate it. Anytime, second take. Anytime, bro. He said, you helped me, go 5-0. Thanks. You helped me go 5-0. Anytime, bro. Anytime. And guys, here's the OnlyFans. So I'm gonna start with the quarterbacks, guys. Guys that you should be looking to pick up off the waiver wire if you need a quarterback. So the first guy, this is no particular order. It's all what do you want? It's like going to a buffet. It don't mean that the fried chicken is better than the baked chicken. It's what you want. It don't mean the shrimp is better than the lobster. It's what you want. So start with quarterbacks. The first guy that you should be picking up, and I know he's injured, but I think you should be picking him up for a stash or a waiver wire ad, is Tyrod Taylor. Yes, I said what I said. Tyrod Taylor, guys. And the reason why you should be picking up Tyrod Taylor, guys, when he comes back, you see what Davis Mills done with this offense. What you think Tyrod gonna be able to do with his mobile legs? So pick up Tyrod, stash him. Even if you have to go and trade for him and give somebody a little bit of nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got to go use no major guy. you can use a guy like a Michael Carter or something and go get Tyrod Taylor. So get Tyrod Taylor and stash him. He could be a top 12 quarterback finishing from week to week. Not overall points, but from week to week. Okay, so let me go to the chat. What's going on, Matt L? What's going on, bro? Yes, hit that like button, guys. Hit the like button. I greatly appreciate it. It helps us grow in the algorithm. Appreciate it, guys. The second take says, Sam on the Panthers versus the Cowboys is the move. Sam on the Panthers. Okay, yeah, Sam Darnold. He said Sam Darnold on the Panthers versus the Cowboys is the move. Yes, if you can listen, I don't know why Sam Darnold is on your waiver. In my league, in this one quarterback league, hey, people stash quarterbacks. So some guys got 3 to 4 quarterbacks. So Sam Darnold's not going to be on my league, but he's right, guys. If Sam Darnold is out on your waiver wire, then you pick him up. But like I said, I'm giving you more deeper guys. I try to hit every guy, like 16 teams, 14 teams, 12-team leagues. But in 10-team leagues, there are guys like Sam Darnold on your waiver. And guys, let me work with my camera real quick, because I don't like this blocking out my face. Okay, hopefully they'll help out a little bit. Let me go a little bit lower, guys. I'm sorry. I don't like my face being out on the picture. Let's see. That may do it right there. Yeah, that's it. That's good. Yep. Okay. So let's go to Matt L. Matt L says, do you think it's time to give up on Dylan? No. In redraft, still don't give up on him. This is a guy in case Aaron Jones go down. Are you going to give up on, it's like giving up on Chuba Hubbard. If you stash Chuba Hubbard, you glad you did, because you have a guy that can potentially take on a bell cow role. So A.J. Dillon is like a Chuba Hubbard. You hold on to him. Now, if you don't got no room on your bench, then I get it. Move on. You move on. But if you stashing any players, A.J. Dillon should be a stash for an up-and-coming RB that in case his starting RB gets hurt. So I like A.J. Dillon. I say hold on to him unless you don't have any bench room. Second take said, I said what I said. Yes, I said what I said, guys. Yes. Matt L says, I drafted Darnold in like the 9th. No regrets. No, you shouldn't regret that. I told everybody, go back and look at my quarterback videos. I talked about Sam Darnold and Matt Rule. I knew Matt Rule was a great quarterback groomer. So he can groom quarterbacks, so I know Sam Darnold was going to be okay. Ian Taylor says, bruh, hit the like button. They want Lance on a trade. Should I stash or trade? It depends on what you're getting. So in Dynasty, I'm holding on to Lance. But if I'm getting like 2 players for one, I'm doing it. I feel like if you can trade Lance and he's in a redraft, you might not can get 2 players, but you can get a player. So make sure you get a player that's gonna win you weeks right away. It's because you don't trade nobody for no upside. You trade them for a killer because you got Trey Lance. So they want to go ahead and trade before Jimmy you lose the job. So make sure you get what you want if you want to trade him. Rex says, what's your thoughts on picking up Kirk Cousins? Pick him up. He's been killing it, and he's going against the Browns next week. It doesn't matter. Pick it up. His game script is always going to be in the negatives, even with Dalvin. I don't care what anybody say. I like Kirk Cousins. I talked about Kirk Cousins this year. Just go to my videos, guys, my quarterback videos. I talked about Kirk Cousins. I'm on a lot of these guys. I've been on them. I've been on Kirk Cousins. I like Matthew Stafford. So, yeah, it's okay picking up Kirk Cousins because he's going to have a lot of negative game script with that type of defense. And that's throwing for a lot of fantasy points. Garbage time wins fantasy championships. I said what I said. Garbage time wins championships. Some guys, yeah. Can you hear me now, guys? Hit the thumbs up button if you can hear me now. Can you hear me? Thank you, Gabriel. Thank you, Gabriel. Thank you. I'm pissed. I don't like this. I don't like this shit. I don't like no sloppy ass live. So I apologize. Let me get back to the question. I'm sorry about that, guys. So he says, what's your thoughts on picking up Kirk Cousins? Pick up Kirk Cousins. Listen, negative game script wins fantasy championships. Every player that you pick up is not going to be on no big time offense. Sometimes you need guys to trail. That way the quarterback is going to throw more to the receivers. So I like picking up Kirk Cousins. Great question, though, Rex. The second take says, I got Fields as my backup, so I don't need Sam, or should I get him? Go ahead and stash him if you need to, man, because that thing with Fields, it looks scary. So if you can stash him, if you got room on your bench, I wouldn't tell you to drop Fields, but I would still stash Sam in case for a bye week, in case Fields don't work out and be a fantasy startable quarterback. Rex says, did you see what Fields did? Yes, I did, man, and it was terrible. Nobody expected nothing like that. That happens to us in fantasy. Now you've seen it. Now you know what can happen. So now go somewhere else. Have a backup plan. I'm not saying you're done with Fields, but have a backup plan. Because if you sit here and rely on Fields after what you've seen, it could derail your fantasy season if you plan on using him, or if your quarterback get hurt and you have to add him in for a couple of weeks. So make sure you have a backup plan. What's going on, Kevin? What's going on, bro? Glad to see you. Matt L says, what do you think of Gaskin? I traded Robbie Anderson and Zach Pascal for him. It's going to be rough if you don't have Tua. So you might have to worry about somebody like Marcus Brown sniping his goal line touches. But right now, I would say be a little bit patient. But if you can find something better, if you can find a trade target, you might want to move on, because I don't know what kind of game script they're going to be in. So right now, we just kind of stashing him and seeing what happens with Miami with the starting quarterbacks. Okay, Ian Taylor, what's going on, Ian? Ian says, if Bell not activated off the practice squad this week, should I drop him? Yes, you should drop him if he's not activated off the practice squad this week. Second take says, should I stash Carter or Sony? I say Carter. I still say Carter. You can stash Sony, but Carter is more of a longer term, short term. Sony could be in the next couple of weeks. He could be fantasy startable. So I say stash Carter for long-term win championship, Sony for the immediate future. So you can win next week or week after with Sony. The second take says, also my friend is up 19 and has Zeke and is going against Hurts. Lamb, thoughts? Okay, also my friend is up 19. Okay, and he has Zeke and is going against Hurts. Okay, Hurts and Lamb. Okay, whoo, yeah, that 19 don't look good. But you up. But you got Hurts and Lamb to go. Those are guys that can give you 19 points alone. He said Hurts can put up 19 alone. I agree. I just said that. I agree 100. Matt L said, you were breaking up. Yes, bro. I'm sorry about that, guys. I don't like no shitty ass stream, but this is what it was earlier. So I apologize to everybody. So yeah, he was saying he couldn't hear me. Appreciate that. Rex says, I'm up 55 points. My opponent has CeeDee Lamb and Miles Sanders. You got it, bro. You got it. You got it. So yeah, bro, you got this. They ain't come to get no 55. You come get 55, you tip your hat. And Matt said they can't hear me. Hopefully everybody can hear me now. Then he said he still couldn't hear me. That's fine. I think everybody can hear me now. And then Rex says, why is he mute? And Second Take says, nope, I don't know what's going on, bro. Got you. That's what people helping me get my mute right. Matt said, yep. Yes, so they can hear me. I think y'all can hear me now. Appreciate that. Thank you, guys. Thank you for being patient. Gabriel, thank you, Gabriel. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Yeah, I know, Matt. I still don't like it. I still don't like this shit, bro. I don't like it. I'm about to go out and get on to my girl because I don't know what the hell happened outside there. And I don't like, I'm building the content. I'm building the content. My stuff needs to be right. But it's okay, bro. I appreciate it. Gabriel says is it worth a try to trade for Montgomery and give away Mike Davis? It's worth a try. It's worth a try. You know, Mike Davis ain't bad. He's still like getting a lot of work. So you can't be too disingenuous to that. He might not be an RB1 or 2, but he on the fringe of an RB3 to RB2 and can have an upside of an RB1 week. So yeah, I would try to wheel and deal him, but I would be careful because maybe you need to wait for a boom game. Matt L says, as a Bears fan, that game was disgusting to watch. They have such a terrible O-line. Ryan Pace needs to get fired. Yeah, they need to get somebody in there because Ryan Pace is not doing a good job. So I agree. Matt L says, had no time to throw it all. He didn't. He's a rookie. So that's why they didn't want to start him, guys. They wanted to throw Andy Dalton to that fire. And you see, they got Andy Dalton hurt. Rex Craptor says, if you can get Montgomery for Mike Davis, do it. Yes. So, guys, I'm going to read off some more of my waiver wire ads before I go to the rest of the chat. Second Take said, thoughts on Waddle, 12 reception game. He's a target monster. That's all you can ask for, especially in PPR. That's why I like going after Waddle. But let me go ahead and read off my waiver wire ads. So I talked about Tyrod Taylor earlier in the stream, guys. Pick him up. I think he can be a league-winning player from week to week once he gets back healthy. The next guy, which he's more of a stash, not a waiver wire ad, but it's kind of the same, is Taysom Hill, and I've been on him. Listen, y'all can say what you want to say about Jameis. If he gets hurt or anything happens with Jameis, Taysom Hill is a starter. So I would say be looking for that. That way you don't have to bid on no Taysom Hill. So every week, kind of pick him up right before the game and then drop him and then move on forward. So you have to do that. That's kind of like with Chuba Herbert. A couple people all the way out through the fantasy community stashed Chuba before the game and CMC got hurt. So then they don't have to bid on him. So this is kind of what you do when you have a Taysom Hill too. All right, moving on. The next quarterback is Jimmy G. Now listen, if you don't have nothing to go to, you can play Jimmy. This is on an efficient offense. And I told y'all that Brandon Ayuk was going to do good too. I told you don't drop Brandon Ayuk. So Brandon Ayuk is picking back up. But Jimmy has a lot of weapons. So if you need a streamable quarterback from week to week, it's Jimmy. Don't worry about Trey right now. Jimmy is just a week-to-week starter. Okay, the next quarterback that you should be looking to pick up if you need a streamable quarterback is Taylor Heinicke. Now, this guy's a starter. So if you need a guy that's starting, you don't want to stash or anything like that, Taylor Heinicke is the guy that's going to play. Now, I'm not saying he's going to play for the rest of the year, but he will play next week. So this is the guy that you can pick up. Now, I'm going to give you a 3-game trend for him. His first week that he came in, he had 122 yards with 1 TD. And this is after Ryan Fitzpatrick got hurt. The next week, he went for 336, two tubs, and 1 pick. And last week, he went for 212 yards, 2 TDs, and 2 picks. But he had 37 points because he had a rushing touchdown. So this guy is okay. If you need a streamable starter and you got a buys coming up, if Taylor Heinicke is still there, you can play him. So, guys, I like Taylor Heinicke. And the last guy, if you need a guy just to get over from week to week, is Davis Mills. I know he's left out there. Now, Davis Mills is a guy that's he's not going to give you 0 points, but he's not going to give you 30 points. He's going to give you somewhere between 15 and 20, and that's okay if you just need a starter. So those are my 5 guys that you should be looking at. Now listen, there's other guys that's better, but I went to go deep on the waiver wire. So if that's Sam Darnold there, there's Justin Fields, guys like Trey Lance, Ryan Tannehill. You pick up these guys if you need them because these guys are startable from week to week. But I just went a little bit more deeper. All right, so let me go on to some of the questions in the chat before I move on to my running backs waiver wire ads. So Gabriel, thank you, Gabriel. Thank you, appreciate that, bro. Second Take says thoughts on Peyton Barber. Hey, if Josh Jacobs doesn't play, then Peyton Barber is a starter. So you can pick him up and stream him if Josh Jacobs don't play. I wouldn't spend too much fab or high waiver priority because Josh Jacobs could play. So from week to week, okay, guys. Sorry about that. Something is going on. But and this live is not going to be this long too, guys, because I got technical difficulties. So work with me here. I appreciate everybody. That's why I love y'all guys, because y'all work with me here. So appreciate it, guys. But let me move on. The Second Take says thoughts on J-Rob 25 performance. Can he be RB2? Yes, for week 4. Yes. Go trade for J-Rob. That's what I want to tell you guys. Go trade for J-Rob. The Second Take said, who you got tonight, Cowboys or Eagles? Well, you know I'm a Cowboy fan, so I'm going to say Cowboys. But I think it's a high-scoring fantasy week between those two. High-scoring game. Rex says, what's your thoughts on Josh Gordon? Josh Gordon, if you need a receiver, a deep stash, you can do it. I don't think he's going to be fantasy relevant, but he does play with Pat Mahomes, so maybe he's okay. So if you need somebody, you got room, go stash him. It's always okay to go stash a player if you don't know what's going to happen. If he has upside to be a starter. Nothing wrong with stashing. Second Take says, did I tell you I got Devontae Smith and Carr and gave up Mitchell and Daniel Jones? Wow. And my quarterbacks are Pat, Herbert, Carr, in a Superflex league. Yeah, bro, you killing it. You got your championship, Second Take. You got it. You got it. What's good, Mr. Anderson? He says, what you think about that trade I sent you for Jamar Chase? So yeah, you got Jamar Chase. Don't do it. I sent you a message. If I wouldn't do it. That's why I want to make sure that you got Jamar Chase. Don't do it, man. He's matchup proof. It doesn't matter. He's young. He's a young stud. Joe Burrow's going to throw it a lot. You want that bag. You want that garbage time. I say keep him. He can be a league-winning player for you, bro. I say keep him. Rex says, what's your thoughts on the Titans benching Julio when they were winning and AJ Brown was hurt? They benched Julio because they don't need no receiver to get hurt. They need Julio. So it's like, we got this game. They're not playing Julio. They figured they could win the game in the fourth quarter. So they didn't play Julio. So Julio is going to be okay. They just don't want to take a risk of Julio pulling a hamstring. Now they have no receiver. They don't have no AJ Brown or no Julio for next week against an easy team. So Julio might not have a cap. Like if they get up this week coming up, if they get up, they might bench Julio again because AJ Brown is hurt. They need an alpha receiver out there to help take out pressure from Tannehill and Derrick Henry. Aladdin, what's good, bro? He said, what up, TD? Is James Wright out for the season? I think so. It's a hip injury. He could be, or it could be a long time. Matt says, what's good, bro? What's good, bro? He said, I'm up 14 going against Miles Sanders. What are my chances? I like your chances. I like your chances. Miles Sanders might not even get that much work as far as what he needs to beat you. So he might not score 14 points. Hopefully, Kenneth Gainwell will get a lot of work tonight. And Aladdin says, Bernard worth a pickup, but don't drop White. Yes, Gio Bernard is worth a pickup. But listen, if it depends on how hurt White is. If you hear that White is out for 4 to 6 weeks, then you might need to move forward, or you can stash him if you want, but it's up to you. But yeah, I think Gio is worth a pickup. Good job, Aladdin. I agree with you 100%. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I already did this one. What's going on, Osiris? Thank you for being here, bro. Glad to see you here. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new. And guys, again, I apologize for the technical difficulties. But Osiris says, what's up, bro? You think I should start Pollard or Sanders tonight? I'm up by 15, and my opponent still has CD. I will start. Woo, bro, it's close. I'm gonna say start Pollard. Trust your gut, but I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give you advice to start Pollard. Sanders, I don't know. He could have a rushing touchdown or fall-in touchdown. So Sanders does have the safest floor. I'm not gonna lie, he does have the safest floor, but Pollard has the biggest boom. Pollard can give you 15 or 20 himself. Because, it depends on what they got to do. Because, Philly's good at stopping the run. So maybe Zeke is not doing good in the run game. So maybe they go to more using Pollard as a gadget player, which is more value for him. So Sanders has the safest floor, but Pollard got the biggest boom. It's up to you to what you want. If you want a floor or you want a boom. Sean Barnes, what's up, bro? Sean Barnes says, what's good, bro? Thoughts on Fields as backup, or should I try to snag Donald? Try to snag Donald. You got to see something more better than what you see from Fields. I wouldn't drop him if I could help it. So I would try to keep Fields, stash Fields, and pick up Darnold. What's going on, G? Listen, I'm not even going to try to kill your name, bro. But thank you for being here, G. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. This is a great fantasy football channel and family. We help each other out. But G says, too much but for full parlay Cowboys win. Okay, too much, but 4 parlay Cowboys win. Amari 1 touchdown, Pollard 10 rushes, Dak 14 rushing touchdowns, plus 525. You think good? Okay, so I see what you're doing. You're doing a parlay. So you says Amari 1 touchdown, Pollard 10 plus rushes, Dak 14 rush yards. Plus 525, what you think? Great question. I think it's a teaser. They're going to tease you. That 14 rushing yards could kill you. It could kill you. Pollard, 10 rushes, I'm willing to take that for that 525. And I like Amari 1 touchdown, I'm willing to take that. So I would say, bro, go ahead and make the bet, but do it for a small wager. If it's a big wager and you need this win, you just not don't care what happened, you don't need the money, then I would say, no, it's not going to hit. But if you don't need the money, then I would say it's worth a try, bro. But I like that question. Guys, give me more questions like this. I do help out people with bets. So thank you, G. This is a great question. Cristiano, what's going on, Cristiano? I'm glad to see you here, bro. Great fantasy football family and channel. We help each other out. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And also subscribe to my OnlyFans. Only $10 a month, too. So, Cristiano says, would anyone accept this trade? I have been offered Damian Harris, T. Higgins, Jacoby Myers, and George Kittle. I would have to give up Tyler Higbee, DeAndre Swift, and Calvin Ridley. No, I'm not doing it. You got DeAndre Swift, Tyler Higbee, and Calvin Ridley. I'm not doing it. If you needed a running back, like you didn't have nothing or something, you needed it, then I would say do it. But your players, Calvin Ridley and DeAndre Swift, they got too much upside, and they not injured or anything. And then Tyler Higbee, you know how hard it is to find a tight end. Yeah, he giving you George Kittle, but don't give me George Kittle to get the trade. Like, I'm not going to just look at George Kittle and accept the trade. Like the other guys, Jacoby Myers, T. Higgins, they ain't Calvin Ridley and DeAndre Swift. But no, like I said, if you like the trade, you need something from that trade, then I maybe would do it. So give me a preference if you need your trade or not. Aladdin says, would you drop Rojo for Bernard? Yes, if I need a Bernard, but I'm not just going to do it. I'm not just going to drop Rojo for Bernard just to do it. But if I need a running back that can stream, like I had James White and I need Gio, yeah, I would do it. So, Travis Elkins, what's going on, Travis? Glad to see you here, bro. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you ain't, then I apologize. Glad to see you here. Anyway, but Travis says, what's good, bro? Got CD and Greg delayed. Need 21 points for the dub. Standard. Will I win? You got a chance. You got a chance. That's all you can hope. It's not. It's a great chance. It's like a 80% chance to win. You got CD. CD can go for 17, 18. And Greg clicked 2 field goals, you win that. So, not saying CD can do it by himself. So, you good, bro. You okay. I think you got a shot. I'm going to answer one more question, guys, and then I'm going to finish up running back waiver wire targets that you should be going after. Lindell, what's going on, bro? He said, TD, what's good? Go get Rashard Bateman in. I said what I said. Yes, guys, go get Rashard Bateman. I got him stashed in the Scott Fishbowl. So, yes. Please go get Rashard Bateman. I'm going to make a video about this later. I'm probably in the middle of the week, like Wednesday or Thursday. I'm so busy, so I just can't do it. I got to come and do my lives. But, guys, go get Rashard Bateman. This guy is nasty. I'm telling you, go get Rashard Bateman. Okay, so I'm going to get to your question in a few minutes, Rolando. But I'm going to read out the running back stash, and then I'm going to get to your question, bro. But, okay, guys, so running backs. I only have 3 guys. Now, listen, there's more guys out there to talk about, but they irrelevant. They scoring like 3 points. I'm not going to talk about a guy scoring 3 points for 3 weeks in a row. So I'm going to give you 3 guys that you possibly could stream. And like I said, all our waiver wires are different. So I'm just going to give you off of looking at multiple leagues that I'm in and also through like websites and finding out who's the most waiver wire guys. I'm going to give you 3 guys. The first one, there's no particular order, all in what you need. The first one is Brandon Bolden. Now, listen, if you had James White and he doesn't come back, Brandon Bolden is a guy that you can go pick up. I'm not saying he's going to be James White, but he can get you 5 to 6 targets in the pass game. And if he starts doing really well, he could go up to a James White type of guy, right? So I like Brandon Bolden. Another guy to be stashing in case something happened, and I don't want to speak anything on this because this guy's been beating everybody, wishing him to get hurt. Is King Henry. A lot of people have been wishing him to get hurt. I said what I said, talking about it's time for him to get hurt. Listen, he's beating all those modes. But in case something do happen, Jeremy McNichols is not a bad play, especially in PPR. Because this team can go to a passing down type team, and Jeremy McNichols could get 7 to 8 targets. So Jeremy McNichols is a stash in case something happens to Derrick Henry. And the last guy, as we talked about him early, is Peyton Barber. Yes, guys, Peyton Barber. And listen, if Josh Jacobs won't play Peyton. It's that simple. Josh Jacobs don't play Peyton. I'm going to say it one more time. If Josh Jacobs don't play Peyton Barber. It's that simple. So, let me get back to the chat. Rolando says, trade JT, CEH, and Damian Harris for Cup and CMC. So he said trade Jonathan Taylor, CEH, and Damian Harris for Cup and CMC. He really need running backs, and I need a good receiver. So trade JT, CEH, and Damian Harris for Cup. And he said, and I need a good receiver. Yes, I would do that, bro. I would do it. You can Cup the number 1 receiver, and you can CMC even though he hurt. But that don't matter. He's going to come back. It's not no grade 3 hamstring pull. So you good. And you said he really needs running back. So, yeah, I think that's a good trade to make. Mr. Anderson says, just got offered another trade, bro. Okay. He says, I have CMC. He offered me Waller and Chris Carson or Waller and James Robinson. My choice. He said, just got offered another trade, bro. I have CMC. He offered me Waller and Chris Carson. Nope. I'm not doing it for no Chris Carson ain't enough. Or you said Waller and J. Rob. Bro, CMC coming back, and it's not going to be that long. It's like they ain't even putting them on IR. So it's hard for me to tell you to give away CMC that's going to boom every week for you that he plays for a Waller that's a top tight end. That's it. Tight ends don't boom every week unless you Travis Kelce. Waller didn't boom this week. So no, and James Robinson, yes, they're gonna start giving him the ball, but that don't mean that he's CMC. So I'm not doing it. I will hold Pack. I think you got a good team, bro. You can withstand this. Now, what I would do, I would try to go get James Robinson. If you could, throw in something for James Robinson. See what he does. Oh, and you got him. Hold on. Let me see. Just got offered another trade. I have CMC. He offered me Waller and Chris Carson. Okay, or J Rob. Yeah, so I would go after J Rob. That's it. That's the only player I would go after. So Aladdin says thoughts on Deshaun Jackson. Guys, he's a nice DFS place, but he's a boom and bust guy. He either gonna get one catch for 60 or two catches for 120 or no catches. So if you need a long shot guy, you play him. Other than that, you playing with fire because he gonna either burn you or not. Like his boom is big, but it's not. You can't count on it. It's not consistent. Cristiano says, great channel, buddy. I just subscribed. Appreciate that, Cristiano. I appreciate you, bro. Sean Bond says, T.Y. Hilton worth an add on stats. Yes, I got him stashed in all my leagues and I haven't dropped him because I know what he's going to do. So, yes, I love that, Sean Bonds. T.Y. is worth a stash. Guys, when I talked about T.Y. all year, just go back and check my wide receiver videos out in my playlist. Bass Bully says, I have two spots to fill. Amari Cooper, Miles Sanders, or Devontae Smith. Which two? Devontae Smith and Amari Cooper. Travis Elkins says, thank you always. Coming in the clutch. Anytime, bro. Anytime, Travis. Cristiano says, thank you, buddy. Great analyst. I would need a better wide receiver, but this guy I wanted to trade also has Cooper Kupp that I want. Okay. I would need a better wide receiver, but this guy wanted to trade also has Cooper Kupp that I want. Yes, go get Cooper Kupp. If you see Cooper Kupp and that guy willing to do some trade, don't play around. Only thing that can derail Cooper Kupp, even if he have a bad week, I don't care nothing about a bad week, is an injury. And I'm not speaking that in existence. That's not speaking it. That's saying what could happen. So that's the only thing. So, guys, I'm going to get ready to get out of here because I do got to put in my lineups, and I was a little late today. So I'm going to read a couple of these questions off. Matter of fact, I'm about to finish my wide receivers and tight ends. So, guys, be patient with me. So, guys, I'm going to go through it quickly. So, wide receivers that you should be looking for on the waiver wire, if you need one, we just talked about Deshaun Jackson. He's a boomer. So, if you like you 3-0, 4-0, and you're looking for a guy to fulfill your lineup as a flex, Deshaun Jackson is not a bad guy. He can make you go where you got everybody scared because he can go for 30 points and you add him in on your lineup when you already had a killer. The next guy is MVS. MVS is my favorite target for wide receivers this week, guys. Go pick up MVS. I haven't seen him look more efficient than he has in the last 3 weeks. It's about his route running, him paying attention, not about Aaron Rodgers missing him. So pick up MVS. They double team Devontae, they going to MVS. Trust me. So another guy is Marquez Callaway. He just a kind of like, I'm not saying that he's going to do anything for sure, but he's the number one wide receiver on this team. So I think you got to pick him up. Even when Michael Thomas come back, I feel like Marquez Callaway can still have value. I don't know. That's why I'm telling you to pick up Taysom Hill. I don't know if Jameis is spreading the ball around right or what what his role going to be when Michael Thomas come back, like how he's going to dividend the targets out. But I still like Marquez Callaway. He can end up being somebody that's giving you a floor of 15 points a week. So I just want you to be attentive to him and him being on the waiver wire if he is in your league. Another guy is Anthony Miller. You seen that Nico Collins is out, the rookie. So Anthony Miller, that wasn't getting used in Chicago, is playing decent. He had a decent game. So Anthony Miller is another guy that you can pick up for a deep stash. Okay, one more last guy for receivers is Chester Rogers from Tennessee. If Julio sets out and A.J. Brown don't come out, Chester Rogers is a guy that's going to get a lot of targets. So you can go ahead and pick up Chester Rogers if you can, guys. And maybe he get more burn than Julio do next week when they blowing out the Jets, right? So that's Chester Rogers. Okay, so the last is tight end. I got two tight ends for you. It's Tyler Conklin. Listen, I still like KJ Osborne, which is a receiver, for a 3 wide receiver set with the Minnesota Vikings. So I'm not going to sit here and drop no KJ Osborne or say KJ Osborne is done and say Tyler Conklin is the new pickup. No, this was a game script type of play. Like, he's not going to have a lot of targets going forward. And another guy that I do like, because they've taken away, they double team everybody else, is Dawson Knox from the Buffalo Bills. Dawson Knox could be a streamable tight end, guys, and who knows how far his value goes up. So let's get back to the chat, guys, and I'm kind of run through the questions because, again, I got to put in my lineups. But Cam said, "Yo, Titty, thoughts on Ayuk rest of the season? Play him. He's ready to go. He's ready to be unleashed. Play him." Matt L says, "Who are you starting, Sermon or Gaskin, or even some waiver wire running backs like Chuba?" I'm starting Sermon. Long as Elijah Mitchell is out. If Elijah Mitchell comes back, then I go to somebody like Chuba or even Gaskin. Matt L says, "Who are your buy lows for the week?" I haven't did that video yet. I'm going to do one on that, Matt. But right now I ain't got a chance to go through it, so I'm not just going to try to think of it on the fly. But I got that video coming for you, Matt. So appreciate that's a great question, though. Great question. But I got that video coming out later on this week. Mr. Anderson, hit the like button. Yes, guys, I appreciate it. Sean Bond said, "The Gibson situation is scary, bro. Without that 73-yard touchdown play, he would have cost me again." Yes, but you got to hold him. They know they got to give him the ball. If Ron Rivera don't do that, they can get ready to fire him. Gibson is a player, so you got to play him. You can't be sitting around playing this game with him. So I still think Gibson will be okay. But just get your expectations of him down a little bit, and I think it grows. I think he end up being a top 12 RB for the rest of the season. Easy. That's in my opinion. Cristiano, excellent. Cristiano Ugati says, "Excellent. Thank you. Anytime, Cristiano. Anytime, bro. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Also, subscribe to my OnlyFans, man. And there, I give you a lot of content, bro. I'm available for you anytime of the day. Except for like in the middle of the night, but I help, it's more personal. Like I'm actually talking to you on that app of the OnlyFans app. But I'm sorry, Matt. He says, "I dropped Marquez Callaway last week." I did too, but you might have to start paying attention to what he does. So just a mention, that's all, just a mention. Cost, of course, yes, I understand why you dropped him. Rolando, what's going on, Rolando? Glad to see you here, bruh. But he says, "If this guy doesn't accept the trade for CMC, I could also do JT and Damian Harris or CEH, only one for Cup and more." Yes, whatever you need to do, bruh, to get Cup. I just could do it, yeah. So you said if this guy doesn't accept the trade for CMC, I could just do Jay Taylor and Damian Harris or CEH, only one for Cup. Okay, yep, that'd be fine, bro. Because I'm pretty sure that you are trying to get CMC. So yeah, if you don't accept, that's fine. Just going to get Cup. Matt says he got to do something as soon as I drop him. Yep, that's how it always happens in fantasy. That's why I always tell you, stash is bigger than waiver wire. Sometimes you got to stash guys for 3 to 4 weeks, and then they pick up. So that's why stash is huge. Cristiano says Josh Gordon may be valuable waiver wire pickup for the Chiefs. He could be a guy to help take off tension from Tyreek Hill. So if you want to go for that deep stash, I think he's okay, guys. King Jeffrey says, "TD, what do you think about Max Williams?" Nothing. He's just part of a great offense and getting targets. He only gonna get a couple targets. So I don't think he's fantasy valuable. He's not gonna get anything consistent. Now, a long shot, you want to play him, it's okay because he's on the top offense. Top offenses do hit. I'd rather play a guy that's an outlier on a top offense than to do it on the Jets, right? Okay, guys, last question right here. Jimmy says Arizona tight end. Yes, I know who he is. I don't think you should pick him up unless you just need a tight end. There's nobody else out there. Long shot. But guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for dealing with my difficulties with the technology, guys. I appreciate y'all tuning in as always. Guys, let's get this money tonight. It's going to be a great game. So guys, I'm getting ready to get out of here. I'm gonna play the countdown and my intro. And guys, I'm gonna go put in some lineups. So guys, thank you for tuning in. Peace.